Hello, Internet. This is Jackered VT.
Hello, Internet. This is.
Alright, sorry about that. This is Jackered VT, your knight in not so shining armor. And today we're continuing our playthrough on Breath of Fire. Last time we did a whole bunch of exploring in a town of thieves, and we have Karn now in our party. Now we have to go give a gold bar or G bar to this freaky fish guy. If we move the rock that blocks the north cave, we'll surprise them. What do you say? Is it a trade? Gunpowder for G bar? Karn receives the gunpowder. Up to you. I gotta blow up some rock somewhere. They mentioned the north, so just gonna head up there. Oh right, I remember now. In here there was stuff that was blocked that we couldn't get rid of or get past, but now we can. Ow. Took down Mina. Since Karn is the fastest, I'm gonna have him use the life. Alright. Up to speed now. God, more flies. Really? Oh wait, I forgot to get rid of curse on Karn. harness at the explosives. And boom goes the dynamite. So you could take those flies out with it. Nothing here. Who are you? What do you want? Spearman. So creative name. The names. My shift is almost over. Yeah, I have that feeling sometimes, and then work just finds more work for me to do, but today actually wasn't that bad. But, huh? Halt! Who goes there? Archer. Just about to get off of his shift, only to have to fight a group of ragtags. You won't go any further. I'll see to that. I'll see to this. At least to get good experience. Kind of need what? 18. One of those chests, but we gotta deal with this guy. You can't get this far on luck alone. You're good, but I'm better. Okay, Wolf O'Donnell. I've seen enough hint to know where that's going. So, attack up. Oh. It's 120. An octopus, I imagine he would be weak against electricity. don't want to attack. Slam. Nina needs it the most. Squid got mad. That was the sound of Squid getting mad. Ow. Asshole. Look at all that experience. Okay, you win. Just you wait. My brother will seek revenge. Crash! Your brother is Crash Bandicoot? No. V-point. Goes straight to Ryu. I do still have those B stones and F stones. Acorn. Herb. Another herb. And more acorns. That is a lot of balls. Now that we've done this, I think we have to go back to Aurea, or just leave the boat. First, what for good measure? Okay. Something over here. Nope, just more black balls. Check all this just for good measure. Are they anything here now? They did not. Can Nina warp from here? Of course not. This doesn't count as world map, I guess. But so we don't get attached. We're just gonna do some Marble 3. Here's some shit going on upstairs. So with those rats up there, is it just a giant, just like a giant floor up there, or is there just a certain part that they're doing, and how'd they get up there? mean, it's an interesting little bit of interesting little thing there, but I don't know. It worked. Let's go. Alright, since they sunk our boat, we take theirs. We must work together to protect our village. Zog has the power of the dragon. He should use it to protect people. Yes, the Thune, the shout, should be used in the name of good, not evil. Our crew has 4 members. Let's go. Wait, count me in? Of course, I can't navigate by myself. That would be a good experience. Wait for me! It's a freaky fish guy. Could you, Huff, take me with you? Puff. And drop me off near Prima? I don't know. Come on. You know what they say. The more the merrier. I don't care. You can tag along if you want to. Thank you. I won't be a burden. I promise. Hoist the mainsail. We're off to find the One Piece. Because anytime something pirate themed comes along, you gotta reference One Piece. Just right. Stop this vessel right now, scallywags. Uh-oh. I'm on the wrong ship. Captain, let's attack. There's too many of them. We should retreat. But if we retreat, what'll happen to Oria? You dirty rat. You beat my brother. Give me the key or else. There's gunpowder on this ship. Let's detonate it and escape. We'll go down with the ship. Going down with the ship is just a little cliche for me. Come on, mateys. Let's stop them. These guys shouldn't be a problem. Comes after, so I should save it for that. One's down. I want to imagine the archers are a bit tankier. Specifically because the archer's a fat guy and the spearman is a thin guy. I mean, that's typically how it works, right? We've got to escape Ryu. This way. Attack! Fight more of these guys. Since he has lower health, will hit him. Need some health. Auto battle the rest of the way. Hurry, the gunpowder down here. Whole bunch of balls. We have you now. You'll know our wrath. How many more of these guys are gonna fight? I think by this point you should realize they're not gonna be able to take us down. Auto battle. I can do this all day, guy. And he turned into a recolor. So I guess that it makes sense that it is his brother then. Or what have you. I can have him use the E key at first. Apparently this guy isn't weak to lightning, or wait, he is weak to lightning, because remember it normally does 80, but here it's doing 120. I kind of forget elemental weaknesses are a thing in this game, because the spells tend to do fixed damage. Bo's gonna run out of magic in the next couple turns. So we have keystone. So let's use it. Okay, that one only did 80. Just adjusting my mic there. I'll just have him attack. .43, that's good enough. Octo began crying. Okay, so that would make him the younger brother then? Because it's always the younger brother is the one who gets beat up. Then he goes to the older brother and said, "These guys beat me up. Don't beat them up. Don't beat them up for me." And then the older brother comes along. But I can't imagine the older brother would cry, even if he did get beat up. He's down. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Okay, Andros. Let's go. It's gonna blow. Don't leave me alone. There isn't much time. Hang on. I'm sorry, Ryu. And Nina said she couldn't swim. They're all standing in the water fine. What? Whee! Now that was dynamite. What? If this doesn't work, don't blame me, okay? You're out of your mind. Sorry, I didn't expect such a big explosion. We were lucky to survive. Prima's at the bottom of the sea, near this island. You need the gills in order to breathe underwater. I'll sell it to you for a small loan of 1,000,000 gold, okay? We'll never get that much, but you don't have enough cash. I'll take what you've got and loan you the rest, okay? I'll be right back with the gills. Don't go away. Ha ha! Where are they gonna go? They're stuck on the island. And now we're... this guy. Hold on, I could use some suntan lotion. Yeah, me too. I'm like a vampire. I burn up in the sun. We will accept your terms. This bright light is unbearable. Anyway, now we're Gobi. I guess he's supposed to be the Dragoon class because he uses spears as a weapon. But as a character, he sucks. See, 90 hit points, while everyone else is over 100 at this point. These spells Ebb and Ebb X. These are just attack spells that can be used in the water only. And now we're under the sea. What's interesting is they actually changed the battle theme up at this point, which is... I actually prefer this one to the original. So... But then as you can see, Gobi's getting his ass kicked. Let's do that again. And we barely survived that, so... There's acorn and herb up. And then we're gonna marble 3 the rest of the way. Again, he's supposed to... Gobi, I guess, is supposed to be the comic relief of this game, but he doesn't really come off all that funny. He's just more annoying than anything. And here it looks like we have Bikini Bottom. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? No, I'm not. I want to sing that, but I'm not gonna. So, this is Prima. You'll find an abundance of the goods here. Yeah, they do have a lot of shops here. A lot of item shops, weapon shops. Like 3 inns for some reason. This coffee thing, which I think is just for... Prima controls world trade. We are not afraid of the dragons. We lost a lot of business without the delivery of the goods. Dark dragons are not equipped to fight in the water. Prima is safe. An old woman bought a claw. What do you suppose she's gonna do with it? You don't want to know. Anyway, apparently even the fish people here have a shrine to Parthenax. With fire. Hey, if we're underwater, how can there be a... This treasure chest, I believe, is storage. Yes, welcome to storage. Let's see what we can... With, I don't want to put away, I want to take out. Take out the shell helmet. Because, you know, fish... Aquatic person means shells. And it gives them some much needed defense. I'm not really going to buy anything just yet because there's a lot of shops here. And we can see here this building with the little feather on it. Do you wish to change your name? Whose name? Yeah, because we got to name Ryu at the beginning of the game, but every other character just has their own name. The ocean is huge. Unless you're a big fish, it's difficult to cross. Let me just check to see if I can get anything defensive-wise. Power sword, icy shield, horn helmet. Let's see, horn helmet, and the shell helmet is already obsolete. But let's get this gold helmet. I will buy that icy shield, because Gobi doesn't have a shield. And he honestly needs all the defense he can get. And just pay that no mind. Shop. Let's see. And since I only have Gobi, I don't really have means of checking the other characters' stats yet compared to this stuff. So I'm just gonna go with what I can for Gobi. Visor. Little SL. I'm guessing that means slab. Also a downgrade. Bronze armor. We already have that. So the javelin can upgrade over the pole, which nice. 69 attack. Pike would be the second weapon, javelin would be third. Diving helmet. Slight improvement over the shell helmet. Let's see, spine cloth. How much is that? Yeah, I'm gonna buy that for him. And after all, we trade in the bronze armor for it, so. Okay, so now Gobi is somewhat manageable. Only 8 action. Jeez. He's slow as shit. And again, being in the water, there would be water resistance or whatever, so being able to just walk around like this wouldn't really be a thing. But, come here with the big building with the fish on it. The guild owner is in the back room. I hope that losing your license taught you a lesson, Gobi. So what brings you here today? Guilds? You don't have them. Then how are you underwater? If you want them, go to Gant. Okay. Zenless zone zeroing. Now we have proper defense. The trip to Gant should be a bit bearable. I believe it's down here. Thankfully, the enemies here aren't going to be a challenge, it looks like. Here's there's Gant. And the somber music, because everywhere we go, dark dragons have caused some kind of bullshit. You left your furnace on, buddy. Nothing. Whoop. Let's buy a chest. Take hourglass. Okay. Now the hourglass is effectively the dark key and light key combined. You might think, well, what do you need? What do you need that for? Well, the dark key only makes it nighttime, and the light key only makes it daytime. But the hourglass goes both ways. If you know what I'm saying. So it makes you a more effective Time Lord than with just the two keys. Item shop. Apparently you can buy F stone, B stone, and C stone here. We have a woman manning storage. Shop. Helmet. More or less the same as diving helmet. Well, metal slab wasn't good enough, so I'm imagining iron slab won't be either. Hero spear. It's actually an improvement over the javelin. So I could have saved some money by just not buying the javelin. But search around for goodies. Another chest. An L point. Even though Gobi's stats kind of suck, he's not getting the L point. Because, for one, it only boosts it by 1 point, and second, Ryu being the main hero, he gets all the stat items. Another chest. A point. The young men are being forced to build a secret weapon. They're being held in a fortress on the western side of the mountains. Okay, that'll be important at some point. Okay, nothing over here. Talk to this guy. Are you from Prima? The Dark Dragons attacked and took our young men. Take some goods to the Prima Guild owner, okay? Thank you. goods are in the treasure chest. Take goods. Push this aside. This guy here. Gobi can't break the wall. He doesn't have muscles like this guy does. But since we have the goods, you know, whatever that is, let's just talk to Parthenax just to be safe. Actually, I didn't check the inn. Okay, no item. Or no chest. So, stats here. 101. Thankfully, they didn't make the enemies in this area a huge pain in the ass, because, hold on, my Windows security thing going up. I'm not sure if this is changes later on when we have more party members, or if this is just how it is. Okay, that Kant in the corner is his continuous attack, which is Gobi's version of Slam. I don't know why he gets a different name for it, but he does. It's Slam, but titled differently. I would say the damage he's doing is impressive, but these are early game enemies, so they're no threat at all. Nice. Back on see go. So we have Crawler X. It's just one. I should be okay. See, now that we're fighting enemies with actual attack, Gobi isn't really doing all that well. Let's see, glass. Oh, can't use this here. Yeah, time doesn't exist in the ocean, I guess. It's kind of like the Nether or the End, where clocks just kind of spin around randomly. We have Creon X. Yeah, that's kind of a sign of lazy naming of things in this game by simply putting X next to it. Like here we have Ebb and Ebb X. The enemy's Crawler X. Or the bug was Crawler X. Now we have Creon X. Did Elon Musk name these guys or something? That's the only reason I can think of why they have X all the time. Safely back in Bikini Bottom. The peaceful land of Bikini Bottom. Unfortunately, we don't have SpongeBob or Squidward or no Krusty Krab here either. Is this the Krusty Krab? Oh no, this is Patrick. Oh. This place also has stuff to buy. When they said they basically handle the world economy, they are not kidding. You can buy damn near everything here. You brought the goods, Gobi. Please take the gills with my thanks. Gobi receives the gills. There's a letter. It says a Gant has been attacked. Oop. And that can't be good. What's that noise? The Dark Dragons have attacked a small boat. The survivor of the boat attack needs your help. I'll be there right away. I guess the guild owner is like the mayor of this town as well. What's going on? A ghost has come to take him away to the netherworld. Soon you will join me. We can't lose him, Gobi. He has important information to pass on. I know a warrior who can shoo away that ghost. It'll cost 10,000 gold. That's too much. How about 5,000 gold? Okay, great. Get moving. It says, no one can save him now. He's slipping away. Oh. I'm presuming they gave him a set of gills as well. Soon you will join me. Just for the sake of making sure we get back to Ryu and company in one piece, we're gonna use Marble 3. And here's the island. Could use some suntan lotion in the middle of the night. Okay, I mean, to be fair, I'm white as rice, so I burn up easily in the sun, but even I don't need sunscreen at night. Sorry I'm late. Are you ready? What are you waiting for? I can't wait any longer. May luck be with you. I'm counting on that money. Sure you are. But anyway, now we have 5 party members, but fighting is limited to 4. So we can move around any character, and funny enough, despite being the main character, Ryu does not have to be in the main fighting force. The guilds are in place. I guess they just kind of... There's like a necklace or something that goes around the neck. That's kind of how I imagine it. But yeah, it's kind of weird that Ryu doesn't have to be in the party. Because, remember playing the GBA version of Final Fantasy IV. That version allows the ability to switch out party members for the purposes of completing the bonus dungeons in that version. But no matter what, Cecil has to be in the party in that game. So, because he's the main hero. So you'd think it would be something similar here. Actually, for good measure, let's just save. Well, first, Karn probably isn't going to be all that useful here. Granted, Gobi's not the best fighter either, but he does have the special abilities that he can use in water. And I'm imagining this technically would count as underwater, despite the fire. So let's do it to it. Oh, wait, wrong place. Is that the inn? Did that? Yeah. Also put Gobi in the back row like everyone else. What took you so long, Gobi? Get rid of that ghost. Ooh. No one can save him now. He's slipping away. Hey now, don't fear the Reaper. Fear the Reaper who's the cute anime girl, not this freak. Give up. You're powerless against me. And this is Mortio. Essentially the final form of the Reapers from before, where we had Morte and Mortea. Now we have Mortio. So, yeah. Fry. Attack up on bow. Ow! Okay, so this does count as underwater, so Gobi can just rely on Ebb X. At least till he runs out of magic. I don't want to revert. And I'm just gonna boost Nina's defense since she... When we're exploring the water areas, Gobi can be kind of useful, but he's shit everywhere else. Well, almost. We'll get to that when we get to that. Mortio seems alright. Ebb X. The magic doesn't matter. He's probably not going to last this turn anyway. And E key. Okay, so we did survive. Fortunately, I can't rearrange these spells to put my preferred ones up to the top. Oop. And he's down. Got one. Arg, I'm losing. This can't be. Where am I? What happened? Why are the dark dragons after you, Ox? I was running from them because I had to give you a message. I am one of the metalsmiths. Our trade's been handed down for years. The dragons, knowing that we are skilled, forced us to make a secret weapon. We tried to fight, but they captured our families. If I help him, I may be able to get my license back. Let's go. We have vowed to defeat Zog's forces. We will help you. World's greatest thief is on your side. Why is greatest highlighted? Feel better? Hold it. Why do you talk to me about this? Well done. The people trust you now. Keep it up. Thank you. Let's go destroy the secret weapon of the Dark Dragons. Let's rock. And we now have another party member, Ox. To point out this is something that really bothers the heck out of me in media when, because his name is Ox, even though there's an entire race of Ox people. So why is he specifically just called Ox? That makes no sense. I always hate that in any kind of media. Oh, it's a dog. We'll call him Dog. For the record, yes, I know Ryu in Japanese means dragon, but his name isn't Drago or something like that. And I know Gobi is a type of fish, but his name isn't just Fish. But we can fix that with the name guy here. Change name, Ox. In Japanese, he's just called Builder. So just call him Bill. That's all you had to do. We could have given him an actual name. It may not be an exotic name, but Nina's not really an exotic name. It works. I don't know, it just annoys the shit out of me. See the weapon shop. Let's see. It's a shield that only Bo can use. But Bo can't use shields because he uses a two-handed weapon. Logic. Get Ryu the Power Sword. Now we're playing with power. Let me double check what Bill now has. Let's see, club, suede shield, bronze armor. So he needs a helmet. Problem is there's so many different shops here that be a pain to kind of figure out which ones have the best stats. Poison bow. I think that's an improvement over the longbow. Plate armor. Iron mask. It doesn't have a helmet, so can't trade it in. But let's see. Ranger VT. I guess it turns him into a VTuber. Anyway, it's an upgrade for the Sage Mail. That's supposed to be vest, by the way. Let's see. Bronze armor downgrade. Also, thankfully, we don't have to do this all at once. There's actually some pretty good shit we can get. Let's see. Dark. Not enough of an upgrade. Pretty sure we can stop at Gant and get some too. Helmet. Nina can equip a light shield. Just an improvement over the sky shield. Pretty sure I bought the spine cloth. Yes, I did. Suede robe. Upgrade over the wool robe. And I'm running out of money. Now I have... Did I already sell that? I must have. Now we have Ryu back. A point for Ryu. And L point for Ryu. Bill here would be he would be, I guess, the monk or black belt class of this game, because his stats are all weighted towards physical attack and not magic. Action is 0. That's weird. And supposedly you move slower with him as the leader, but I never really noticed the difference. The spells are Cure 3. Okay, why just Cure 3? And Heal. I mean, it could come through, I guess, in a pinch if Nina runs low on magic, but Solitaire, he only has 30 magic points, so he's not going to make good use of it either. Basically a Chad with his big muscles and long hair. Maybe I should have named him Chad instead. Oh well. What's done is done. I guess now that we have actual party members here, it's... Oh wait, this doesn't lead to Gant. But, hopefully Nina can just warp us there. Warriors, our fate is in your hands. Yes, it is. Welcome to Weapon Shop. Iron Hammer, Giant Hammer, Spine Hammer. Is it? Hearing Spine Hammer, I'm thinking it's like a spinal cord, and a hammer head, I guess, would be a skull. Morbid, I know, but it's just kind of how it is. Also, a downside with Mr. Bill here is that some of his weapons are two-handed. Though, yeah, two-handed, which means you'll automatically unequip the shield. So personally, I would just skip those, and I'm pretty sure the giant hammer is one that would be two-handed. Makes sense. It is giant. But now that we have both Karn and Bill in the party, we can actually go find some goodies to try to build our strength up. Just a minute here. Right. So, actually, hold on. There was that one house. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. Just double checking the chest. Maybe it was this one. Nope. This guy's house. What's he have to say here? The young men are being forced to build a secret weapon, being held in a fortress on the western side. Of course. Anyway, Bill's ability here is Falcon Punch! 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 Yeah, he's strong enough to break these boulders. My kingdom was destroyed. I'm one of the few who knows this spell. And as for what the spell is, let's get Karn up front. Who are you, Karn? Let me teach you this spell. How you're supposed to figure this out, I'm not entirely sure, other than just trial and error of swapping different characters around. Anyway, as I expected, you learned the spell. You are a member of my family line, Karn. This spell is now yours. You know, being a thief, it probably was orphaned at a young age, so would make sense maybe he doesn't know who his family is. But anyway, Karn learns the spell of simulation. And this spell is kick-ass. So we have Shin. Karn uses a spell to simulate a super form. And what this is basically the fusion dance, where he fuses together. So, fusion. And now Bo and Gobi have fused together with him. As you can see, his level's covered by fuse, but look at all that hit points. But let's see what we have here. Yep, that's Shin, more or less a hybrid of Bo and Gobi, obviously. But on the overworld, he has the same basic function as Bo. We can walk through forests and we can shoot arrows, but in this form, the arrows go much faster. So you're less likely to miss when you go hunting. Anyway, first we're going to this cave here. The Lady of the Night is gone. Well, I guess it makes sense. She's the Lady of the Night, so... See, this will move, but you need someone stronger. They will get up there. So move, but you need someone stronger. That is not strong enough. Karn becomes ill from eating the potatoes. Yeah, even a super form isn't safe from food poisoning, I guess. Don't mind me, I'm just a fish wolf thing. Put Bill up here. Actually, I need to... Yeah. And it doesn't even waste a turn. Good. And you can see Karn is... that thing. This is all one. Damn, is he strong. Though we're pretty strong ourselves. Still not enough to one-hit a gold slime, but whatever. If you remember from last time, there is some treasures that are blocked behind walls. That's not it. Maybe Marble 3, since these enemies aren't really aren't that good. Okay, here we go. Brick wall. And... Falcon Punch! Take an L point and an A point. Right, pretty sure there's some other treasures down below. I think there was at least one. Can't find it, if it's even here. So we cannot punch out the torches. Pretty sure there was... I could have sworn there was another one here. Yeah, backtracking can be a bit tedious at times, but trust me, you want to do it. Some of this stuff is just too good to pass up on. Okay, so I guess there was no other treasure here. What am I talking about? This is a JRPG. The real treasure is the friends we made along the way. We've made quite a couple already. A couple friends already with Gobi and Bill. I wonder, will they arrest us now? We need all the help we can get, even from the people of Bleak. Yeah, so he's not going to arrest us. Thank goodness. Go back to Arad. So there was something there we need. Welcome to the desert. Would you like to rest? Yeah, I gotta remember, Gades has like a Stitch voice. Come back when you need a rest. Yorutaka. Sand Clod. Of course, we don't like sand. Because it's rough, it's coarse, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. Okay, I know we can get back in there. Because there's something in there that we want to get. Maybe Karn. Maybe let's unfuse him. Hurt. See if this does anything. Okay, I guess I just need to push a button. And the bridge blew up. Let's get Karn back up to fused form. Put them in front here so we can find those holes so we don't fall in. He may be fused together, but he still has his other ability. pretty decent damage against these guys. And level up. Idle has been learned. Shouldn't we? There's no description for it, but idle, if I had to guess, would be sleep or paralysis. So I guess what this game calls it. Here we are. Fuck. A punch. Take the B-Rang. Because it should count as boomerang, even though the other one was a boomerang. I forget, were there any walls down here? I know there's a ton in the area we're going after this, but here I forget if there was anything other than just the B-Rang. That's why I'm not equipping it yet. The B may as well mean broken, because it needs fixed. Okay, I think all we needed was just the B-Rang. Here, because again, supposedly Bill will slow us down when he's the party leader, but I never noticed the difference. This backtracking can suck, but trust me, we want to do it. Rocking out to the new battle theme, which is kind of interesting that they actually have two distinct battle themes. Like, why would they mix it up halfway through the game? Warp to Romero. Plenty of treasure to get back in the floating Agua building. Get the gold. Money, 1,500. The zombies are history. What a relief. Boss guards the key in Agua. Yes, he do. I'd like to give you something with the water drop. We have it already. A woman. How much marble 3 do I have? Okay, I got plenty for now. Let's give Ryu the A point and the L point. Fuck. Oh yeah, we can walk through forest and shoot arrows fast. Can't read the inscription on a tablet. Unlock the door. And that lady said the zombies are history. There's one right there. Also, those guys aren't zombies per se, but okay. Even though Bo and Gobi are fused with Karn, and thus not technically in the party, they still gain experience. So you don't have to worry about like characters falling behind if you don't use them. Punch. Take 3,000 gold. Life. A silver bracelet, I'm guessing. Life 2. Dream ring. Smart ring. Normal ring. I don't know what it does, but it's going to Bill. Where is that? Let's get a marble 3 because these guys are not a challenge. Stairs go. Locked. Basically shortcuts back up the tower, which we need. Unlock this on the floating D-pad. We have an outside area. World War III no longer works. Also, I'd be scared shitless about potentially falling off this floating thing at this height. Because there are no guardrails or anything. Take a flame shield. Go to read, but he's gonna get something pretty good soon, so... to Bill's Suede shield is a downgrade. I mean, it's made of suede, so how good can it really be? With Karn's ability to unlock the doors, we come all the way up to the top here. Check these statues. Find life armor. And an icy dagger. Now the icy dagger is Karn's second best weapon. Let's see here how much it is over the dart. From 93 to 122. Cuts his act and magic down, but look at all that attack. And the life armor is the best armor for Ryu. So just watch how much this one's gonna jump up. Bang! So without it, it's 147. With it, it's 232. Again, his action and magic kind of suffer a bit, but so much defense makes up for it. And also, he recovers health by walking. So every step will give him some extra health. So it effectively functions like a regen. But if we come up here, we have these things. The machine has a place for a key. I guess this is where the goddess keys are supposed to go. Place for a key. Here we have space, a teleporter, and what looks like the reactor core from Crystalis. Yeah, this is really weird. That's a secret that I don't think a lot of people know about in terms of this game is, if we check those statues, we can find stuff that it's not game-breaking per se, but for this stage of the game, it is extremely powerful. Anyway, I think we want to go to Gant when we get out of here now. So it's the town of blacksmiths. They should be able to help us with the B-Rang. Nina, do your thing. Funnily enough, even though we've been to Prima, we can't warp there. Can we not just put the gills on before warping? I guess not. Go to up here. Hold on, let me check something real quick here. Oh yeah, we need to go to that building that I didn't go to before because I thought it was the entrance, the way to Gant, but it's not. Thankfully the inn's still here. Or the inn guy's still here. Down 369. Nice. And Monster Left Herb. Also nice. So let me just... I want to double check my items here because I'm pretty sure that... It's fairly certain that now that we have more characters, the inventory kind of expands a bit. Alright, fine, you get to live for now. Gills are in place. Kind of the one downside to Karn being fused is even though he gets a lot of HP, I find that it tends to drop pretty fast. Like an attack that may have only done 40 before might do like 90 in fused form. I guess that's maybe to make sure he's not too OP, but our slimes. Red slimes, obviously. I keep feeling a yawn going on. I don't want to yawn. It's completely sealed up, but I think time to put Bill up front and have him smash, 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 and again smash. Get a giant hammer and an echo helmet. Echo helmet, it's a downgrade. As we can see here, the giant hammer, like I said, is a two-handed weapon, so we can't use the shield. But I prefer playing defensively, so I'm just gonna stick with the club. Just like Ryu needs any more defense. Shield. Okay, she can have it. Smash! The escaped prisoner has returned, and he's brought help. We have Lancer X. I get the technical limitations, so they probably couldn't give him a fancier name, like, but just X. He's gone. So we have here Herb. Sorcerer. Boom. Realistically, wouldn't breaking all these walls eventually... Wouldn't this eventually backfire, breaking all these walls? Because at one point you end up hitting the one that's like a load-bearing support. And then, then everything has to come crashing down. Cure. More herbs. Life. Skip return. Another Lancer X. Metal shield. I think everyone already has their shield. Yes, even though we're fused together, Bo can still swap up, equipment for the fused characters. See more walls to smash. Since his special ability is punching walls, it's kind of weird that he has a hammer as a weapon and not, like, gloves. These guys again. And this time they don't even get boss music. How the mighty have fallen. You came back, huh? You've got guts. But that's not enough. And now we have Toad. Not to be used with Toad from Mario Brothers. Because this guy isn't actually annoying. Doesn't go, "Thank you, Mario, but Princess is in the castle." Wah! But anyway, this is just pretty straightforward. Goes up. Well, it's more than the E key does. It's kind of fallen off at this point. Oop. Measure, we're gonna do tier 2. Like, see there, he took like 120 damage. I don't know if that's just a consequence of being fused together, to just keep him some sort of balance, but anyway. See there, Bill took 31. The character's taking like 30 some damage, but Karn fused together takes a lot. use the E key. She needs it. Toad began crying. Now, why does nobody like me? Because you told us the princess was in another castle, but didn't say which castle. That's why nobody likes you, Toad. Crying here, we're gonna need Cura 3 to heal up all that health. And it still doesn't give him full health. And that's that. I can't go on. Here we save all the Oxmen. Bill, you're alive. I wouldn't have made it without their help. It's too bad you didn't get here earlier, Ryu. The dragons have taken the weapon and prisoners to Nabal in the north. Bill's wife is among the prisoners. Nabal is well known for its security. Nabal has very tight security, difficult to get in. There's an old man near Gant who is in the dragon's army. Perhaps he could give us some advice. Let's go north to Nabal, Ryu. And punch. And we automatically unfused for that. Well, it's actually important to unfuse every once in a while, because then the stat bonuses I don't think apply initially unless you unfuse. North. M-Scorp. Metal Scorpion, obviously. I thought the metal enemies are supposed to be hard to hit. You know, like the metal slimes in Dragon Quest. They only have like 4 health, but even the strongest attack only does 1 damage. And that's assuming they don't run away first. And Bo leveled up again, despite being fused together. Am I even going the right way? Let's has some Marble 3 just to be safe. We have another dragon thingy here, but I don't think we can actually do it yet. Let's see what the guy has to say. To enter, you must complete the first step and have the dragon sword. So we gotta get the dragon sword first. Looking up that way. Got these giant ostrich thingies. Who are you? The castle ahead is too dangerous to attack. Get some help. This is the castle of the Empire. We have no business here. And for some reason, they don't feel the need to gang up on us. Caw, caw! Stupid birds. Now that since we freed the prisoners, I think we can go back to Gant and now they'll have stuff. We have guards posted around town in order to stop the dark dragons. Yeah, because you were totally able to stop them the first time. Take care of Bill. Yes, we will. You'll need the wisdom of the old man in the east to attack Nabal. Pretty decent money. Let's see if we can't. Of course, it's sell, of course. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. I don't plan to use it. Same with that. I guess that was for... It's funny, people like to rip on, like, the upcoming Gen Alpha slang and whatnot, or whoever does this stupid meme, but give it 20 years and we'll be begging for the days of 6-7. Trust me. Stone that I didn't use. I still can't afford that spine hammer. Helmet. Metal armor. Talk to the chief. See if he has anything to say. You have a B-rang. They're very rare. I can fix it for you while you rest. It was a pleasure to work on such a fine piece. It's completely fixed. receives the B rang. Let's see how it compares to the power sword. More or less the same. But the B rang will hit all enemies. So I guess we'll just do the strategy of hold on to it for, or use the B rang for enemies and save the sword for a boss. Even though I'm just going to be transformed anyway. Said an old man in the east knows how to solve this problem. Or knows how to attack Nanai. These guys are not worth our time since we brought the guys back. Shouldn't they have tougher enemies now? They don't need to be too tough, but come on. This is rookie stuff. You're lucky. This is the way to the guy they were talking about. That's 657. Can't even hit bosses for that much. And trying to fire a bow when I don't have Karn up front. Just meat. Can always make do with meat. Except tomorrow. Tomorrow it's fish only. Bah, bah. You have a B rang. It's true, this is the real B rang. It's perfect. But you can't just rely on your weapons, you have to use your head too. That's what's called strategy. A grimfowl is a tame bird until you steal its eggs. Then it goes berserk. You could use it as a weapon. The egg strategy works. Just use your head and an egg. Okay, egghead. Gills are in place. Fishy. Called fishy. We're in Bikini Bottom here, which that's a good chance to show off one of Gobi's other usefulness abilities. We have to be unfused for this, but that's okay. And we see this, see how there's, shopkeeps here, but not here? Oh, that's where Gobi comes in. Stand here. A button. A little box appears. What can I do for you? I'll buy the marble 3 for 2 gold. Sorry, maybe next time. Basically sets up a flea market where we can buy and sell goods. This is pretty good to get some strong weapons that we can get earlier than intended, or that we can only get through this method. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to storage. We're gonna deposit all our non-key items. Inside storage. Now, again, these being key items, some of them we can't store, but even the ones we can, they will not buy. So we don't have to worry about losing those. Let's save with Parthenax. Fuck. He's yawning. I know it's 10 o'clock where I'm at right now, but anyway, since we put all the non-key items into storage, that means these guys will only sell stuff, and good, sell the Thunder Rapier. 5,400 gold for it. That's a decent weapon for Nina. Let's see there. Now someone might try to buy the Thunder Rapier. I'll sell my Rod 2. 100 gold. You can also say no, and sometimes they'll offer a lower price. And if you're lucky, they'll even offer a third price in terms of haggling for stuff. But I don't bother with that. I don't bother with haggling, because the odds of an item popping up is random. So put the Flame Rapier away. I mean, there's a predetermined list of items that appear, and certain events in the game also change what appears. So we can't get everything with this right away, but we can try some of this stuff. Sell Rod 2, no. Also, you want to make sure to have a lot of gold on hand, because some of this stuff does get a bit pricey. If you sell my smoke, 60 gold, that essentially is just an escape item. Smoke! So my protein B, don't need that. No. You drive a hard bargain. About 105. No. So smoke. I told you no already. I'm no smoker. My health is not the best anyway, I don't think. So my metal armor. Yeah, I'll take it. Works there. With the Ranger VTuber. Can't equip that. Actually, who can't equip it, just to see who. Weight 10. Ryu, Bo, and Bill. it's an upgrade for him, so he gets it. Now, do E4. Buy the bronze armor for 900. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell that. So my antidote times 9. Nope. Didn't I just tell you no? 60, no. No smoke. What can I do for you? Sounds like an F stone. Nope. Can sell my Hunt GL. I think that's the Hunt glove. Don't think that's useful at this point. Sell my metal armor. 50, no. Yeah, it can take a while to sometimes get all the stuff, but some of this stuff we get earlier than intended, or cheaper than we could buy it, or just stuff we can only get this way, like the thunder rapier. I think we can only get through this method. We can buy that somewhere else, but that's not the rod we need. Nope. Well, he went down 1 gold. That's hilarious. I did not want to buy your stupid F stone. Whatever. Just take it and go. Yeah, I'm no good with customer service. Did it for like 10 years between a couple of different jobs, and people are such assholes. Because for about 7.5 years I worked in fast food, and you know fast food workers are treated like complete garbage. Then after that I went to work at a call center for a few years, and Cure 2, that could be good, but maybe they're saying I worked at a call center for a few years at the electric company. No, not the 70s show or the 70s kids show, but an actual electric company. Had to deal with a bunch of people yelling at me because they wasn't paying attention. They would call in and complain that their electricity got turned off because they didn't pay their stupid bill, and they would take it out on me and all my coworkers. Like it was our fault that the service got turned off. Let's see. Evil Rapier. That would be stronger, but 20,000 is... It's a lot of money. Metal armor. Nope. But anyway, yeah. And at the electric company, my job was to take people's payments, and then if their service was turned off, I had to then put in an order for getting it reconnected, and they would yell at me because I couldn't just flip a switch and turn it back on. That isn't how it works. Someone had to actually go out and not only disconnect the service, but also reconnect it. Of course, that was over 10 years ago at this point, so... And around the time I left, they were talking about smart meters for electricity, so maybe now it is at a point where we just flip a switch or hit a button or whatever and it comes back on. Either way, when you're dealing with customer service people, you know, treat them like human beings. Okay, they're just trying to make a living. It's not their fault that, you know, whatever bullshit set you off. You don't need to take it out on them. They don't. Light rapier. Unless it's 48, I'll take it just to see what it does. Well, that's pathetic. Because going back to when I worked in fast food, I remember people coming through the drive-thru, and they'd be like, "Hey, they'd have some trash or some shit or something, and they'd try to hand it off to me. Be like, "Hey, I got this, you know, I got this junk, this garbage. Can you throw it away for me?" Like, dude, I'm not a... For one, that's unsanitary. That's why I was told we don't do it. And second, I'm not a fucking trash can. Okay, and when I was working fast food, I was only getting paid like, I think it was $8.50 an hour when I finished, or when I left in 2014. Silver dagger, that sounds important, but it isn't. We already have the icy dagger, which is way better anyway. Raw 2. Okay, I think we... Yeah, fast food workers, they get paid a pittance, and you treat them like trash. Okay, so Gobi leveled up. He learned Echo, which is just a stronger version of Eb X. Together. I think we've gotten everything we can at this point with the Yeah, I think we've gotten more or less everything worthwhile. Mainly the Thunder Rapier is what we wanted. Because not only is it strong, but actually function as an item, and just forgot something. Left Worm 2. The Worms games are pretty fun. Worms 2 Armageddon was one that my older brother had for PC. Also, by the way, whenever you're done with Gobi and his free market, make sure you go back to storage and pick up your items. Cure that. Life 2. Don't want to take the life 2. I mean, it's good, but arguably too good. So let's yeah, this is the way to the dragon setup or whatever. Get leveled up. Since we save these guys, I hope we can just kind of skip through it or go through the easy way or whatever. But that's what we have Marble 3 for. These broken walls, I guess, act as a makeshift shortcut. Remember, the guy said, find the Grim Fowl, which are these things. And egg. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Hey, look, I'm gonna make breakfast with that egg, whether you like it or not. So... Ow. 357, damn. Now you're gonna use the flame rapier. item and does 90 damage, which is way more than the E key. Rimfowl got mad. Yeah, I bet it does. Because we're trying to steal its offspring. He's got one still alive. If Ryu runs out of health as a dragon, he changes back to human form, and when you revive him, you then have to cast the spell again to become a dragon again. Three, two. Take egg. Caw. I've gotta move slow, so see how they're following us. If we go a little too fast, they won't follow. I think we just need one to follow us, though. Let's do this. Following behind us, that's how we know we did it right. Karn threw the egg into the castle. And these guys are being chased around by stupid birds. I mean, these guys are complete idiots. So, how exactly are they taking over? Since there's still enemies in here, I need to make sure to heal up. Here, there's a skull ring. Life 2. For what the skull ring does, I'm not entirely sure. I think it just ups defense a little. So I think Karn is the only one who can use the skull ring. More Marble 3. Boom! You've done well to get here. I don't have time to deal with you. I don't really have time to deal with you either, but I am. You've destroyed the castle. We must punish you. Got these guys. Slime X. Yeah, these guys were named by Elon Musk. Can't just put X next to something and make it work. not gonna transform right away since there's 3 of these guys. Let's that. Let's tack up. And he's now puddle of goo. We want the flame rapier. Now. Now another puddle of goop. And now there's just one, I'm gonna transform. Actually, I don't need to heal up, because when he transforms, it actually fully heals him anyway. So... yeah, see? Now they merge into one giant Slimex. Q3 for Karn. It is running a little low on magic. That tack up is 15 apiece, so... And thankfully no second wind, because that basically was his second wind. You win, but you're too late. The general has gone to destroy Prima. Bam! They loaded the weapon onto a ship. You must stop them. All of my soldiers have been defeated. I'll seek revenge after I destroy Prima. Prima is in danger. The secret weapon is a torpedo. We still have a chance. Let's go see the guild owner and Prima. We must bring peace to the land for the sake of our children. Yes, I know. 6 more months to go. We'll have peace before our baby is born. Let's move. You didn't destroy the weapon. We need Wisdom Sorceress. Ask the man upstairs for information. And what's he got to say here? Who disturbed my sleep? What are you talking about? The sorceress? The sorceress won't like to be woken, but you can find her in Wisdom. You can enter the town if you have the statue. Look under the bed. Receive statue. Okay, that's going up here. since it functions as a key item. Flame Rapier I'm going to actually put there. So we don't have to scroll down nearly as far. Wisdom Sorceress. Yes, we're gonna go find her at some point. In the meantime, let's welcome to Weapon Shop. How can I help you? Sell the F-Stone. The Flame Rapier is more or less an infinite F-Stone. Sell the Power Sword. We are no longer playing with power. There's the Poison Rapier, which, funny enough, Ryu can also equip. But B-Rang is better. Problem is, so many shops I can't figure out which has the good stuff and what doesn't. So it's basically a bait shop. Gonna buy a bunch of Worm 2s. That'll be important later. Though those guys are selling a rod too, we don't need that. And Marble 3 no longer works. Now, question is, do one of you guys have Marble 3 for sale here? That has a knife, so clearly a weapon shop. Item shop? Oh, you do. Thank goodness. Let's stock up on a few of those. And a few acorns as well, why not? Charms. Don't think we need those. So how are we looking? Yeah, I think we're pretty decent for this part of the game. Actually, let's sell those antidotes, because we don't really... I mean, Nina has the heal ability that can heal up any status ailment, so... I don't think it cures zombie. So let's just... place the antidotes with acorns. Yeah, that's pretty good. And let's just do a quick check of the weapon shop while we're here. Steel bow. Downgrade from poison. You sell the exact same shit. Like Starbucks, where just Starbucks every 30 feet. That. Let's go to storage here. Store worms. I guarantee that'll come into play at some point. But Been nearly 3 hours. So we're getting pretty close to the end here. Let's just use it in real quick. For the record, it's not the fact that I can't, it's not the fact that I physically can't stream more than 3 hours, it's just gotta get to bed and go back to work, so yeah, we'll fuse, actually no, let's not. Let's do a quick chat with Parthenax. You've been recorded. Good luck. And for good measure, we'll do this. Because I remember one time, for some reason, it sent me back a little bit. So, just gonna do that. Let's see about raiding. Who can we raid? Yeah, we'll raid her. Hold on, let me, Alright, so we'll be back on Tuesday. Hopefully. Tuesday will be Mario Day, actually. March 10th. But, yeah, we'll be back at that point to continue this story. And, right. So, hold on. Alright, so till next time, this is Jackred VT. Ride the wind.